Hello, Phil. This is Sean. Let me apologize first for not being there in person to give you my input. I apologize. I'm on my way Tuesday morning. I'm going to be heading out to St. Cloud to do a workshop, so I'll be presenting there, so I cannot be in class. I did read your paper. Give you a few words on what I thought about it. Number one, I thought it was excellent. You did a really good job at it. You have a really strong theology. But outside of that, let me just get into your paper itself. You start out by using the word sade, I believe, or I think it's sade. The word from the Latin means solitude. You also use telos, and you also use the word shalom. I enjoyed reading your definition of shalom. You talk about this idea of this sade being the most helpful formation metaphor, and it's not linear or sequential. You use scripture. You use John 4:16. The only thing I would say to this is that anytime we're interpreting scripture, it's very much contextual. So someone who is a CEO who's a billionaire might interpret it very differently from someone who is a poor, single, white female in Appalachia or something like that. So it's just important to keep that in mind that as it relates to scripture, it is very contextual, or in my opinion, it is very contextual. You start out with your theology, which is also strong. You include God, which in my opinion is very objective, but is seen subjectively through the eyes of humans. You move into three in one, God's divinity and humanity. Here's one thing. You said that you make this objective claim, which I agree with. However, there are some that may not agree with it, but you say, as the narrative moves into Genesis 2 and 3, humanity's placed it in the garden, the shepherd. So you talk about that, which is really strong. And again, because we work with non-Christians sometimes, it's always important to define what we mean. And here, the scripture does lay it out, but we should also point out that this is contextual. You talk about sin and evil, God's intervention, salvation, sanctification, eschatology, diversity and social justice, theory of change. You talk about first order change. You use CBT, which is excellent. I mean, again, I'm a CBT guy. That is excellent. You second order change. You use narrative theology, which is cool. Let's get right down into it. You talk about Ryan, who is a 28-year-old paratrooper who's experiencing some kind of issues in his life. You land upon military transition therapy, theory, not therapy, but theory. And the way in which you're going to deal with this is you're going to use cognitive behavior therapy, and you're going to use the narrative approach also, which I think is outlandishly strong. Overall, I thought your paper it's strong, it's good. Only thing that not pushback, but only advice that I would give is that when you are using scripture, that you make sure that you point out that it is contextual, or I believe it's contextual. And so interpreting it may take more. It always takes more than one person. Very, very strong paper. I very much enjoyed it. Take care. And I'll see you during graduation, because I don't think we're in class until we meet. Again, take care, sir. Good job. Peace.